If you go onto YouTube, you will undoubtedly see many motorcycle crash videos. All kinds of motorcycle crash compilations. And I don't know who these people are who put all these together and where they collect them all from, but people collect these motorcycle crash videos and put them up on YouTube. Now, some people prefer not to watch the crash videos. Other people like to watch the crash videos. For me personally, I'm kind of somewhere in the middle. You know, I'm kind of somewhere in the middle where, on one hand, yes, I like to watch the crash videos from time to time. Like, I don't dwell on the crash videos, but I do actually like to watch the crash videos from time to time. And let me tell you why. I find that I can dissect the crash, you know, and I don't do that with a fine-tooth comb with every one of the crashes. You know, it's not like I'm watching it, you know, to analyze it, you know, for hours on end, a 10-minute compilation of crash videos. You know, what what I'll do though is I may watch a crash video compilation from time to time and look at the crashes and actually try and understand, okay, A, was the rider at fault? B, was the car at fault, or the bus at fault, or the tractor trailer at fault, whoever they ran into? Or C, and maybe it's not even an or, but an and C, was the crash avoidable, even if it was another vehicle's fault? Let's say it was a car's fault. Was that crash still avoidable had the rider taken the precautions enough to avoid that car? You know, and I think that oftentimes we do as riders. I think that there are things that we can do to minimize the risk, minimize putting us in a position where we could potentially be touched, you know, be touched by a cage. You know, I don't want someone to do that. Now, there's sometimes where it's just us and there's no other vehicle involved, and we just go down, right? And I think that sometimes those things are just unavoidable. But honestly, even in those cases, it seems like oftentimes there are things that we can do to avoid going down, you know? And that's why I like to watch some of these videos, because you can, from a safe distance, you know, your computer chair or wherever you watch the videos, you know, on the phone, sitting on the floor on the phone or whatever. I mean, you can dissect the crash videos and say, okay, hey, look, this is what that rider did. He was actually, had he been in a different lane, that accident may not have happened. You know, had he slowed down before the intersection, you know, and really could have taken his time, then that accident may not have happened. I think that sometimes you can dissect the crash video and dissect, by dissect, I mean really just in a couple seconds in your head, just try to figure out, okay, hey, I mean, what happened? Sometimes I might rewind and try and understand, I mean, what happened right there, or damn, I didn't even see that, what happened, how did they crash? You know, I think that, you know, sometimes you can kind of go that a little deeper, but more often than not, it's just surface level, like, damn, they did that, and had they been over here, that wouldn't have happened, you know. Or you sort of see, okay, what type of behavior do the other vehicles exhibit? Like, what do they tend to do? Like, you know, as well as I do, if you've ridden on a motorcycle, you know one of the most, if not the most dangerous parts of riding on these roads are intersections. Anytime you come up to an intersection, man, that's where most accidents seem to happen. And again, I don't know if that's a fact or not, but it seems like that's where things happen. On these straighterways here, I mean, you know, if you go down, you maybe because you hit something in the road or someone comes into your lane. I mean, things do happen on straightaways, but it seems like more often than not, it's the intersections where things happen. And when you watch a crash video, you can kind of see that. You see a lot of these crash videos are crashes that take place at intersections. And it's cars turning left right in front of the rider, or it's cars going through the light, you know? So what do? What SoopaBee tries to do is just be a little extra cautious when it comes to going through intersections. I'm kind of looking left, looking right a little bit more, just to see if anyone's going to kind of come through. Or, you know what I'll do sometimes? Sometimes if a car is coming straight at me and is about to turn left, what I sometimes do is I'll sometimes even flash them, you know? I'll use my lights over here and flash them real quick and just be like, hey man, I'm coming up. Just want to make sure you see me. You know, especially as you get into this dusk time of day. This is a dangerous time of day because it's dusk. All these street lights aren't on yet, but it's starting to get a little bit dark. I mean, just a real dangerous time, and cars sometimes don't see you. That's another reason why I love the high-vis. I'm telling you, I love high-vis because at dusk, that's when high-vis really pops. You know, I mean, you can see high-vis. Like, look at that I don't know if you saw that spider over there. There was a high-vis Halloween spider on the side of the road. Man, that thing stood out like, you know, like a beacon, you know? And that's why I love high-vis. So, anyway, whether you like crash videos or not, really, it's up to you. I mean, that's part of the cool part of the internet. You know, I mean, you could choose to like whatever you want to like. You can choose to watch whatever you want to watch. That's what's cool about being a writer. You can choose to you know, find out information in any places that many different places. You know, anywhere you want to find it, and you can choose to watch them or not. So it's up to you. But for me, SoopaBee, I watch them every night before I go to bed. No, I'm playing. No, I don't. Who's going to watch crash videos every night before they go to bed? Maybe some people do. I don't. I really don't. I mean, I'll watch a crash video every now and again because they pop up. You get on YouTube and bam, you know, crash video, you know, motorcycle crash compilation, you know, number 16 or whatever. Like, I click on it. What the hell? Let me watch it. You know what I mean? That's what I do. And it's just every so often. More often than not, I'm checking out other moto vloggers or just other things that I'm interested in online. Anyway, those are my thoughts on crash videos. So with that, my people, my friends, be sure to ride safe out here. Ride with care. And ride with confidence, 100%. Head up, baby. This is SoopaBee.
Намотал на морду и все. Блять, что ты делаешь-то, блядь?
Ой, блядь.